A day at the lake means added challenges for us with melasma. Same applies to a day at the river, beach, ocean, or swimming pool. In today's video, I'm going to talk about ways to ward off a potential melasma flare-up and still enjoy yourself during outdoor water activities. Please keep watching. Hi, I'm Amy. Welcome to my channel. If you are new to Invest in Your Face, I am a registered nurse. I have melasma, and this channel is dedicated to topics related to melasma. If you are looking for ways to help manage your melasma and you are not currently subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe and hit that notification bell for future videos. So my husband and I were at a lake with friends recently, a beautiful lake in the Smoky Mountains region, and while there, I thought it would be helpful to share some of the things I did to minimize the risks of a melasma flare-up while being outdoors enjoying lake activities on the water and in the sunshine. Now, I definitely consider my melasma when planning activities because, like you, I want my skin looking its best by keeping my melasma well managed. Time at the lake does not have to mean surrendering to an inevitable melasma flare-up if you plan ahead. Here are 5 tips for managing melasma to allow for fun on the water by minimizing the biggest trigger for a melasma flare-up, which, as we all know, is UVA UVB exposure. I am also going to show clips of how I applied these tips myself over 2 days of fun at the lake. Tip number 1, let's start with sunscreen, the obvious one, because without it, nothing else you do matters. Now, when I am at the lake, I go for water resistant and frequent reapplication, especially immediately after swimming. Now, here's the one I used at the lake and I highly recommend. It is Ultrasun Anti-Pigmentation Face Lotion. It is SPF 50+, PA4+. It is a combination sunscreen. I usually go with mineral sunscreens, but this one, produced in Switzerland, contains an ingredient called ectoin, which has cell protecting and inflammation reducing properties. Also, anti-pigmentation ingredients. It provides high levels of UVA protection, 95%, and UVB protection, of course. It also provides infrared and blue light protection. It is fragrance-free, cruelty-free, and water-resistant. This sunscreen is rich yet lightweight in that it blends easily and absorbs quickly. Now, it does leave a mild white cast, which does not bother me because this sunscreen allows me to feel confidently protected when outdoors on the water. Also, I don't usually talk about body sunscreens, but this is the one I used. It is by Banana Boat, called Simply Protect Sensitive, which is UVA UVB broad spectrum SPF 50+, water resistant up to 80 minutes, and as you can see, it's almost empty. My whole family likes this one for body and face. And remember, do not leave sunscreens in the sun or heat as it can reduce the effectiveness. Tip number 2, sun protective UPF 50+ clothing and accessories are another line of defense. Now, this includes wide brim hats and visors, and I find the large glamour type wide brim hats, as much as I love them, and UPF umbrellas more beneficial at the beach and poolside over the lake on a boat. But the accessory I cannot be without is the UPF mask or gaiter for not only protection from the sun from above, but also from the reflective rays coming off the water. Now, I have shared these in prior videos and I am going to show clips of me wearing them in just a moment, but this is the Coolibar face mask, and I love how this has the loops for the ears and the loose fit allows for some air to flow. This gaiter is by Mission. It is made with a cooling type fabric and it has this adjustable drawstring so it stays securely in place. And one of my favorites by Coolibar is this UPF shirt. I've shown this before. I love it. It has a built-in gaiter, adjustable strap, and it comes in a few color options. The hat I packed was this UPF sun hat by Scala. Now this hat was a lucky find at Marshall's, or maybe it was TJ Maxx earlier this year, and I bought it in this blue, a navy, and my daughter got the red one. Now we totally scored, but I did find it on Amazon, and I will put the link in the description box below along with everything I mentioned in today's video. Now while on the boat, I do prefer a visor, one that can adjust securely. This one is my all-time favorite. It has such a large brim, adjusts nicely and securely. I also did pack, and you'll see me wearing this one. It's more of a standard size visor, and it also has the adjustable strap, so it's not going anywhere. Tip number 3. Keep in mind the UV index when planning your outdoor activities, and apps are a great tool to help with this to minimize overexposure. UV index and UV mate are both good app options. Now I like to be on the water on the stand-up paddleboard or in a kayak first thing in the morning for not only the no to low UV index, but also this is the time of day when the water is smooth like glass before the boats are out creating waves that, quite frankly, challenge my skills. And I still wear sunscreen, a hat, and a UPF mask or gaiter. Now the index may read 0 when I head out, but when I finish up, depending on how long I'm on the water, the UV index is usually up somewhere in the low range. It's a good habit to get into practicing all the sun protective measures at the start of the day when outdoors, even when the UV index starts out at 0. Tip number 4, seek shade when possible, and it can be next to impossible when on a boat, let alone when swimming. But because every little bit of protection helps, I like to capture a seat under the canopy, or as I was told, it is called a bimini top. Now on this boat, it's a small one, but at least it allows me to capture some shade. Here under the bimini top, I am wearing my extra large brim visor and UPF gaiter by Mission. Now this visor is so big, and I wear it low to maximize coverage, that there is not enough room for my oversized sunglasses. Now this was during mid-morning, and the UV index was getting up to the moderate range at 4.4. Depending on which direction we were traveling, the bimini top did cast some shade onto the back of the boat at times. Now here on the next day, I am wearing a past season Coolibar UPF shirt with the smaller visor that did allow for my sunglasses, and again, my gaiter by Mission. Now I know others on the boat are most likely not watching the UV index as closely as you or I would, but try to be mindful of peak sun hours. Fortunately, my crew was ready for an early lunch off the boat as the UV index was up to 5.4. Now still in the moderate range, even so, time to head in. And again, it is important to practice all the sun protective behaviors even when you are in the shade. Keep in mind, although shade protects you from some of the direct rays from the sun, it doesn't block scattered or diffused UV rays. And lastly, tip number 5, don't forget to protect your eyes in the areas around your eyes and the sides with large, oversized, non-metal sunglasses. I will put the link below for my video about what to look for in sunglasses with melasma in mind. Please check that one out. So here are a few clips of me on the lake. On the stand-up paddleboard, I am wearing the face mask from Coolibar, such a good one. And with the coverage from the mask, I was able to wear just a baseball-style cap to protect my forehead. I snagged this one from my husband that morning. I am heading out at 7:15 when the UV index is 0, and a little over an hour later, it is still low at 0.4. Now the next morning, same time of the morning and UV index, I am wearing the UPF sun hat with my favorite Coolibar shirt that has the built-in gaiter. And in this picture, I was able to capture the sunlight behind me here to show that the sun was on my back and not my face as I was making my way back to the dock. Purely by chance that morning, but it worked out well. So I recommend, if possible, plan your route to head out toward the east so that your return is heading west as the sun continues to rise behind you. And the opposite, of course, if you head out late in the day. I hope some of these sun avoidance and sun protection measures have been helpful for you and have provided you with some ideas on how to plan and what to pack for the next time you enjoy outdoor water activities. If so, please like and share this video with anyone who may benefit, and let me know, what are some of your sun protection must-haves to manage your melasma? Please comment below. Thank you as always to my current subscribers for your continued support. Wishing you all good health, and thank you for taking the time to invest in your face. Bye.